Okay, so we will see this scenario. Okay, so here, how many tables we have? If you see this Excel, which is posted in our group, first one is a manager table. It has manager ID. Okay, so here names we did not write. I mean, the column names, MAID, manager ID, manager name, and department. Okay, so he's a manager and he is responsible for that particular department. Okay, so to the manager ID is 201 and K, and he's a HR department, he belongs to HR department, and team is IT, and scene is from admin department. And we have another table, another file or a table, you can imagine. So here we have department ID and a department name. So one belongs to a department, HR department, and department 2 belongs to IT, and 3 belongs to admin. Okay. And third file contains the employee information, employee ID, employee name, and which department is working. So now the goal is here, we need to, what we need to do, we need to map the employees. For example, HR department manager, Kane. Okay, his ID is to under Kane, who is reporting. Okay, so we need that entire list and which department they are working, and what was the employee name, employee ID, all these details we require. Okay, so now let's go to the job. So after yesterday's session, I have worked on this. Just a minute. Scroll down. Mm, yeah, exercise 55. Okay. So here I took two lookups. So why I need to two lookups is like I need to validate the data. So here first I need to compare the employee table data with the department table so that I can get the department name. Okay. So now we need to categorize the employees who are working under a particular department with a reporting manager ID, with the base under particular manager who are the employees working under him. So those details we need to get here. Okay. So for that purpose, here the look department manager table and departmental common identity is department name. Okay. So that is the reason here I have used two lookups. Okay. So now here you can see I created the data. So I will share that also. So yeah, this is EMP tab. Okay. So I will upload these files in Drive. Okay. In DXS file, that this folder. Okay. This particular folder. This folder. Here I will upload the files. Okay. So you can download this and you can move it to VM. Okay. So that your time will be saved. So to create files like this, at least it will take 5 minutes. I don't want to waste your time. Okay. So here tab, you can see department number and name. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3 admin. Okay. 1, 2, 1 is HR and 2 is IT and third is admin. Okay. So this is one table. Another table is employee tab. Okay. So here you can see the employee details, employee number, employee name and department number. Okay. So now let's go to the manager table, manager tab. Okay, so in the manager tab, we have manager ID, manager name, and manager department. Okay, so now let's go to the job design. It's very simple. Okay, so first you have to think what is the relevant output we need. So our goal is under particular manager, who are the employees working under him. So that data we need to derive. Okay. So here the driving table always driving table will be here. You need to think. So driving table was that. What is the driving table? So employee. First we need to get the employee details. Okay. So if you see here, we need to get this employee details first. Okay. So for that I use driving table as EMP tab. Okay. So click on OK. And here I need to get the, so what is the common identity to compare with DEPT table? Department ID. Okay. So here I used department table in the lookup, first lookup. So what is the common key column? I mean the lookup column, that is department number. Okay. Okay. So here you can use join also. Okay. So when the column names are same. Okay. I use lookup since it's a very less data, right? So here I am passing employee ID, employee name and department name I am passing it from DEPT table. Okay. So here I use the continuous option so that I need to pass all the employees details. Okay. So click on OK. And the next thing is, what is the, how to get the manager details? To get the manager details, we have only a common identity, that is department name. Department. Okay. Department name column. So then look up with manager, this one. Manager table, manager file. Okay. Click on OK. Okay. So here you can see the logic here. So department name I used from the driving table. Okay, the previous output, and department name I have compared in the manager table. So here manager ID and manager name I am passing it at the first. Okay, and this employee number, name, department name, and I have mapped last. And here I use left outer join, that is lookup failure as continue. Okay, so click on OK. So click on OK. And here I have sort the data based on the manager ID. Why? Because if you sort the data, then the list will come, right? Okay. Click on OK. I use sorted match data collector and I clicked on perform sort. You can see here. Okay. Click on OK. Now save, compile and run this job. So before that, I will delete the files. Click on run. Okay. So once you see the files here, that means job got completed successfully. Okay. So let's see whether job is running or not. Job is running. We are waiting for output. Yeah, output came. Okay. So now let's see the job. See here, it got completed. Now let's see. So MGR ID, MGR name, employee number, employee name, department is working and department name. Okay. All these three tables were merged together in a single table. Okay. So under Kane, two employees are working, Nancy and Mark. And under Tim, two employees working, Lucy and David. Okay. And Okay. Yeah, three employees are working under team. Okay, IT. And we have only one employee, one manager, who is a admin reporting to admin. Okay. So this is the scenario. If you face this scenario in interview question, I mean, document this. Okay. Document the logic, and you have to effectively communicate during the interview. Okay. Right. So now let's continue where we have left. For example, here. So any questions, guys, here before I move to the next topic?
It's clear, sir.
Okay. Right. So now let's see. Now I have employee data. I need the report of employees based on the grade. So grade table is in salary grade column. Okay. So this is in Oracle database. So what I will do is I will take the pick, and you can create a file. Okay. So this particular data, I'll share the pic and show it. Salary between 700 to 1200. So that is grade one. Okay. Salary between 1201 to 1400. That is grade two. 1400 to 2000, grade three. 2001 to 3000. That is grade four. 3001 to 99. 9999. Less than one, the 10,000. That is grade five. So in employee table report, I want to display. I want to display with their grades. Okay. So how will you achieve that? So to achieve this, the logic is very simple. We have to use the lookup. We have to use the range lookup. Okay. So when you use the range lookup, what happens is here we have to provide the low salary and a high salary as a between operator. Okay. And then and then we have to compare with the salary in the salary column in the employee table. Okay. So here I took Oracle DB. Okay. So most of you, it's Oracle DB. It's opening sometimes challenges. Okay. So what you can do is you can have share the snapshot. You can create a file, one comma like this. Okay. So how I created grade, low cell, high cell. So like this, you create a comma separated file and use this as a reference. Okay. So this is employee table. Now double click on the lookup. Okay. So here I'll show you the logic. Okay. So here I need to get the grade information for the employees. Okay. So grading is in another table. Grade, low salary, high salary. So between the salary range, there is a grade. So how we can work with the range lookup? Okay. So here lookup option, I have given reject. Okay. So if there are any unmatched records, that will go to reject. So here now let's see. Click on this. Okay. So double click here. So first I have to compare the low salary. Low salary value greater than, and the logical you can use and, or normally if you have to use and, like range lookup is like a between operator. Okay. And use and again employee salary. So here high salary, that should be less than the higher limit, greater than the lower limit, greater than the lower limit, less than or equal to the higher limit. So this way you have to give. Okay. So select star from employee salary between this range to this range. Like that, we can give the range here. Okay. So now click on OK. Once you click on OK, then you have to run this job. I will show you the report also. Okay. So compile and run this job. See here, 15 records from the input that has been loaded into output. So here salary range is matching all the records. Okay. I think here reject is not required. You can delete that. Can use continue. Okay. Now save, compile, and rerun this job again. So let me delete all the files here. Run the job. Okay. So now let's see the output. You have to validate, guys. Okay. So I need to unmute yourself and you need to speak it out. So I'll be asking questions here. Okay. So here in it, you can see the salary range. Okay. So here I have filter out with the grade. I mean, not filter out. I have sorted with the grade. Okay. You can see here. First grade is what is the salary grade? 700 to 1200. Okay. So if you see this employee, which category he belongs to? Grade one. Okay. So grade one has been assigned successfully. 950 grade one, 950 grade. So 1250. This comes under 1250, 1201 to 1400. This is grade two. See, grade two. So this also grade two, grade two. Yeah, now see 2000. So 2000 where it will come? 2000, if you see 1401 to 2000. So this comes under grade three. Okay. 1600 grade three, 1500 grade three. So 2850, 2850. So here the fourth grade 201, 2001 to 3000. That is grade 4. So is a grade 4 employee, is a grade 4. 3000 equal to 3000 up to 3000. And above 3000 and above only one person. Okay. So that is manager. 3000 above till double and double less than one, less than one, 10,000. That is one person is there. That is king. Okay. Is belong to grade 5. Okay. Yeah. So any questions here? Are you able to validate your result with the input? It's working fine, right? So this is the way to use the range lookup in DataStage. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Hello.
Sir.
Once prepared, I will ask.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Do
getting
the
the.
recording and you can ask me. Okay. So if you don't respond, no. So tomorrow onwards, I will cancel the live class. I will share the recordings. You have to watch the recordings. Okay. So please respond if I ask something. Okay. So then only the session will be interactive. Yeah. So now let's see aggregator stage. Okay. So aggregator stage here you can see aggregator. Okay. So aggregator stage has single input link and single output link. Okay. So why we use aggregator to calculate this aggregate function like sum, minimum, maximum, average, okay, and count. Okay. So here in data stage, so either you can calculate sum or you can calculate two. You have to choose the options here. Okay. I want to know uh, designation wise what is the sum salary, sum of the salary of the employees at designation level, and what is the minimum salary, what is the maximum salary, and what is the average salary. Okay. So this I need this scenario. So now let's work on this. Okay. So let's go to. So I'm considering this employee table as an input file, input table. So go to data processing here. Okay, so group by, so here job wise, I need to get some salary, minimum salary, maximum salary, and average salary. So what is the average salary? So sum of the variables by total number of variables. Okay. So normally, if you have saving account, okay. So here current account. So average balance, how they will calculate? Sum of the values by total number of values. So today you have balance of 1 lakh rupees in your account, and if you withdraw 9,000, so remaining balance is 91,000. So after that you did not withdraw any money. So then day wise, what is the balance left over? And by number of days, that will give the total balance. Okay. So like that. So here, job wise, we need to calculate sum of the salary, minimum salary, maximum salary, average salary. So this is the requirement. So group by consider this job and aggregation type. So here aggregation type, there are three types of aggregation that data stage support. First one is calculation. So calculation is nothing but calculating the values like sum, minimum, maximum, average. Count is count of the records. Okay. Recalculation in the sense like it will recalculate the values which are already calculated in the previously. Okay. So consider calculation and column for calculation. You need to choose the column for calculation here. You need to choose the column for calculation here. Okay. So how to choose? So we are doing on a salary, right? Choose the salary column. Okay. And what are the attributes that we need? Some salary. So here you can see this list of values. Okay. So here you can specify some salary where I will get some salary, sum of the output column. Okay. So here you have to provide the column name. Sum, let's cap lock some cell. Okay. And decimals how you want to provide. So let's give 8 comma 2 as a default one. So based on your data that you have to increase the length of the output decimal. Okay. So now let's see minimum minimum. So min underscore cell. So consider the default this one. Okay. So in real time you have to adjust your these things, your lengths. Okay. According to your input data. 8 comma 2. Let's give 8 comma 2. And average means mean. Okay. So mean means sum of the variables by total number of variables. So here avg I can give avg average cell. Okay. Right. Now let's go to the output. So let's delete all these columns. Yeah, so map it. Okay, let's go to the columns. Here you can see decimal. Okay, click on OK. Okay, so here ignore this. So if you want to sort based on the designation wise, you can sort. Okay, so job wise, perform sort. That's it. Click on OK. AGG data. Okay. Now save, compile, and run this job. So when I click on run button, it is asking us to first save the job. Okay. So once after job is saved, automatically it will compile. Then it will ask us to run. What is the exercise number? 56.
56.
Agree. Calculation. Click on run. Invalid properties database connection. What is this? Oh, okay, okay. So here we have missed the parameters adding here. See? So we have defined the job, but we have not defined here. That is the issue. See? Invalid properties defined. You can see the error. Okay. So based on error, now add the parameter at job parameters. Click on add parameter set. Click on OK. Now save, compile, and rerun this step. Click on run. Okay. You can see 6 records. Let's see the. So let's delete this lookup one. How we will write in SQL? So how we will write in SQL query? So here for this output, we can write SQL query. Select job sum of cell min cell max cell avg cell from emp group by group by
Job.
group by job. Okay. So now let's execute this here. Oh, not this one. Let's see. Let's log into TB2 database. Okay, execute this. You can see the result here, guys. Okay. So default it took as integer. That is the problem. Okay. So we have done the calculation, right? So let's start with oh, already it is inserted. Analyst 3000, 3000, 3000. Okay, so here it's confusing. Let's give alias. Now you can see here 3000, 3000. Here you can compare, and the sum salary is 6000. Okay, so here in the DB it is like this. Okay, so anyway we'll compare. Okay, so this is the way to write the SQL statement. So the entire this SQL statement as output. This is the data stage job. That is the difference. Okay. Yeah. And how to do this calculations? Calculations we have done, and how to do this count. So that is the next exercise.
It has how many output links, Jesse? Aggregator.
Single input link, single output link.
Okay.
Okay. So here this will be change count. Yes. Record count. Okay. Let's go to the input and output. Okay. So delete all this stuff here. Just no more need it. Just all and map this. Okay. Count dot txt, or you can give dot csv only. Click on OK. Now save, compile, and run this job. Okay, so here I will discuss one intro scenario. Okay, so input A, 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 B, B, C, D, D, A. Okay, so here in output I need A, B in one file, C, D in another file. Okay, how will you achieve this? So whatever stages we have discussed so far, I have covered this. What will you do?
Here AB is repeated
Yes, repeated records should go to one file.
one file and the
Only
remaining files.
records which are repeated only once, that should go to another file. Okay, so this is the task you have to work. Okay, so this is a weekend assignment. So this is one assignment. This is one assignment, and another assignment I will give you. So here, how many times A has repeated? All the repeated records, how many times it repeated? It has to go to one file. Okay, B repeated 3 times. 1, 2, 3. B, B. Okay, like this. I will share this in the group. Okay, homework. Okay, you have to do. So you have to think. Okay, if this is the requirement in your project, so treat this as your work, your assignment task. Okay, and this task has been assigned to you. So how will you solve this? Okay, so you need to think. I have covered what are the stages we have discussed so far. With that, we can solve these problems. Okay, so here I can give hint. We can use the same. What is the topic discussed today? Just now, that stage, and the last couple of sessions we have discussed this and filter. Okay, so this is the hint I have already given. You have to try. Okay. Right. So now let's go to another topic. So any questions here? Work one. Okay, I'm copy pasting in the chart. And the next one is this one. One second, let's make it assignment two. Work. Okay, copy this. Okay, you can copy paste from the chat. Okay. So now let's see pivot stage. So pivot enterprise stage is useful for converting rows into columns, columns into rows. Converting the data into horizontal to vertical, vertical to horizontal. Converting the data from vertical equal to horizontal. Okay. Horizontal, vice versa. Okay. So here let's see a sample this thing. Okay, let's go to the content. Okay. So pivot enterprise stage is used to you can pivot the data horizontal and vertical. Okay, so what is horizontal mapping? Horizontal pivot is a set of columns in the input rows and multiple output rows we need to generate. So here we have set of columns. So here horizontal. When the data is horizontal, then you need to convert into vertical. Okay. So I will show you the sample data which is horizontal. So go to our data dictionary. So our data dictionary is files for practice. little bit down, horizontal, and vertical. Okay, so now let's go to source. What happened? It's not coming. Horizontal, copy, paste it here. Oh, already is there. Okay, yeah, both came. Now let's see. This is the horizontal data, and this I have to convert the data like this. So input is left side is the input, okay, and right side is the output. How will you achieve this? How will you achieve this? So we can achieve this by using
Pivots.
pivot enterprise stage. Okay. So here you need to choose the pivoting. Okay. So let's take a fresh job. Input output. So here the column name need to be changed in the output. See here quarter one expenses. Okay. So here the data, input data, if you see Jan, Feb and March expenses, that is quarter one, first quarter. So that has to be considered as a Q1 expenses. Okay.
In processing, we have two are there, no? Pivot, enterprise, and pivot. What is the difference between those?
In the palette, huh?
In the palette processing stage was there, no? In the processing
The
stage.
pivot enterprise is somewhat advanced. Okay, so this is the old version plugin. Okay, so this is the latest one. So use pivot
Okay.
enterprise. So earlier 7.7 version, when I'm learning in Amirpet in 2008, that time we don't have this pivot enterprise. We have only one pivot. Even pivot also they have not covered in the training. Okay, so they finished the course in 10 classes. That's it. 10 or 15 classes DataStage. Okay. Source. So what is the delimiter that you need to think here? Okay, so it's a comma delimiter. Okay, so close this. We don't have nulls. So let's import the table definition a little bit faster. I hope everyone knows how to import the table definition. It's not a big task. Right click, sequential file definition. Okay, define. Okay, so here let's give the displayed length. Okay, 2, customer 6, whatever, 3, 3, 3. Click on OK. So displayed length is the profile length. So this already we have discussed. And vertical pivot also. Let's import the metadata. Define 2. The next one is 6. Next one is 3. Okay. So click on. Now close this. Okay. Choose horizontal pivot. Right. That failed. So we can view the data. Okay. So here you can see data variable to view the data. Now close. Click on OK. Horizontal pivot. Okay. So here load. You need to click on load. Pivot type you need to choose here. Okay. Pivot type. Pivot indexing. So we have to click on load. Okay. So here 1 second. So here we have to enter the QTR1 expense, the column which you are going to create. And SQL type is integer and the length is 3. Okay, so here you have to enter those columns. Okay, so there is 3 columns which you are going to create as a one column. Okay, so horizontal data we are converting into vertical. Okay, so click on OK. Jan, Feb, and March expense. Now go to output. See here. Now what you can do, you can drag and drop this and this one. Okay, so this is the pivoted version. Okay, click on OK. Now let's go to target. Pivot vertical OP dot txt. Okay, so here nulls we don't have, right? You can ignore that. Yeah. Now click on OK. Save, compile, and run this job. What is the exercise number?
Okay.
Hmm?
58.
58. Exercise 58. Pivot. Or okay. So click on save. Now click on run. Okay. So here two records has been split into 6 records. Okay. So now let's see the output. See, you can see the input. Okay. Input here you can see. This is the one. So this is the way we have to use pivot. So this is we have discussed horizontal pivot. Okay. So now this is the input. Now I need to get this as a output. How will you do that? The same pivot stage. So here the pivoting option will be changed. Okay. So I'm considering same job. Okay, so let's take a new job. What is the exercise number? 59.
59.
Click on save. So here we need to rename the columns. Okay, so let's use transformer or you can use copy also. So let's use transformer since less data. And let's make a connectivity. Okay, so here the file name will change. Sorry. Or the domain horizontal output.txt. Okay, so we can delete this column. So now here the mapping is different. Okay, so here we need to choose vertical. Okay, so before that, let's change the input. We have to call vertical, right? Vertical pivoting data. Okay. And column name is, delimiter is the same. So delete everything here. And okay. This is the one, right? Click on OK. View data. Just another 5 minutes. Okay. So we'll finish the session. We're able to view the data now. Close. Okay. Click on OK. Now double click on pivot enterprise stage. So here pivot vertical we have to choose. Okay. And you can delete this. Now load. Click on load. So when you click on load, it is asks us to. So this is the grouping columns, which are the main, and this is the pivoting column that you need to split. Okay. So here you have to provide the average. Calculate the average. SQL type is integer. So here, quarter one expenses we are splitting into 3 months, right? One quarter contains 3 months only, right? 3 months or 4 months in a quarter. In a year, we have 4 quarters.
For
Three only, three only.
Okay, so in a quarter, we have 3 months. So here you have to give the average. Okay, so the scale, give the length as 3. I mean, the length of the value. Okay, so click on save. And here you have to give the array size indexing. How many times that you are going to split? So it's 3. You have to give 3 here, array size. Okay, so that is a very important step. Now let's go to the, you can see the input data. Let's go to the output now. Okay, so here it has been converted here. Okay, so this is the grouping columns. Okay, so that has to be converted. Okay, and this is the pivoted derived columns here. Okay, so Q1, Q2, and Q3. Drag and drop this. So Q1 is the January, Q2 is the Q1 underscore expense underscore 1 February, and this is March. Click on OK. Now here our goal is to rename the column names. Okay. So this is John expense. So that is the reason here I used transformer. Big expense March. Now click on OK. Yeah, horizontal output. Okay. Now save, compile, and run this step. running. See here, 6 records has been converted into 2 records. Now let's see the output. Okay, so you can see the latest time. So this is the one. See, we're able to achieve this. Okay, so this is the input, right? The earlier exercise. So that has been split into this as the output. Okay. Suresh 10, 20. I mean Suresh 100, 200, 300. Ramesh 150, 250, 350. Okay. So this is the way to convert vertical to horizontal, horizontal to vertical. Okay. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you.
Hi,
Thank you,
Jesse.
Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse.